I've been running my business, Rootshock Accounting, for 2 years today, and I'm going to share with you the one thing, the biggest thing that I would have never predicted when starting my business. Two years in business, I can't believe it's gone that quick. Yes, today is the 2-year anniversary of Rootshock Accounting, so before I get into the video, I just want to thank every single person who's supported me along the way, who's supported my business, supported my YouTube channel. I really appreciate every single one of you, and I thank you for that. As I said in the intro, I'm going to be talking about the biggest thing that I would have never predicted when it comes to my business. I'm going to be talking about a few of the other unpredictable things, talking about some of the challenges I faced, what's next for my business, what's next for me personally, and just everything else that I can think of when it comes to being in business for 2 years. So the most unpredictable thing when it comes to starting my business that I just would have never imagined to happen during these first 2 years is the way that I have generated new business, and that all comes down to this YouTube channel. I've brought in so many leads from YouTube, and I just would have never imagined that when I first started my business. So I knew quite a bit about marketing and those kind of things when I started my business. And I had just imagined it was going to be through Facebook and maybe a little bit of Instagram and those kind of marketing channels that I'd bring in new business. And when I realized that wasn't really working the way I was hoping during those first 9 months of the business, I then started to think, okay, what could I do that's different that would potentially bring in new clients? And that's when I had the idea of the YouTube channel. So just over 12 months ago, I started this channel as a way to produce content for my clients and to talk about things I enjoy talking about. But I did start to make some tax-based videos, and a few of them started to get traction, and that started to bring in new clients, which is just something I never would have imagined to happen so quickly. And what's been really cool about it is it's brought in a range of different people. So there have been people that have watched multiple videos and then have made contact with me. They've commented on a whole heap and then we've reached out and connected. Well, there's people that have watched one-off video and then made contact with me and got a tax return done through me. So there's been so many different types of people from different areas all across the country that have then made contact with me all through watching these videos. And even the services that I've done for these clients has varied so much. So I've had a lot come in through crypto. I've had business clients. I've had individual tax returns. I've had one-off advice sessions. So it's really been a range of different reasons why people have contacted me. I think a lot of that comes down to building trust and giving out content for free and showing that you do know what you're talking about and providing value to an audience. And that audience therefore goes to you then when they need that paid advice, then when they need a service done. Now, one of the things I did mention was crypto, and that's definitely been one of the other things that was really unpredictable about my business, and it comes down to being able to pivot. I think a really important thing when you're running a small business or really a business of any size is being willing to pivot and even embracing the ability to pivot into different sections, things that you didn't initially plan as a way to grow your business or just to help you make your business more sustainable. So I knew a bit about crypto when I first started my business. I'd invested a few years back. I had a couple clients that had some small dealings in that. Then I started to do a few YouTube videos about the topic, and all of a sudden I started to get more and more inquiries. So I obviously did more and more research, learned about more different areas of tax on crypto. And all of a sudden, I started to get a real steady influx of new clients in that space to the point where now I would class myself as a crypto tax specialist because I have so many clients in that field. And a lot of that comes down to YouTube. So it's definitely something I would have never predicted when I started this business that I would have all these crypto-based clients. And I think that shows that by being able to pivot, you can have a snowball effect. So one client becomes another client, becomes another client. Word of mouth starts to grow, not just the YouTube videos, but I've got clients referring other clients. I've got people referring new clients when that existing person might not even be a client. So you've got all different ways that these things grow, and that all come down to me willing to pivot my business and go down a path that maybe wasn't the initial plan. The initial plan was probably a lot more small business stuff, which maybe hasn't worked quite as well. And it's something I do want to maybe pivot back towards, but I keep using that word pivot, but I think it's so important that it allows you to grow a business, maybe not as you planned, but where the market sees fit. Because at the end of the day, a business is all about serving a consumer base, a client base, a customer base. By serving the market, that'll dictate where you need to direct your business to ensure it's successful. And then the final thing I want to talk to you about is patience and being frustrated and all of the challenges that come with a business and some of the things I have faced in those 2 years. And I definitely think being patient is so important, but you've got to be patient in the macro. So be patient in the long term, but you want to be really busy and fast acting in the micro. What I mean by this is that I've had plenty of challenges along the way where business wasn't growing like I was expecting. In my first 12 months, there was a period there where I went, I think 3 months without getting any new client work. So I had a bit of existing work, but I was extremely quiet in that time. And you have to be patient in that time and understand that this is a long-term game. This is a 5, 10, 15-year game. But at the same time, you've got to keep yourself busy in the micro. And that's something the YouTube channel has allowed me to do, is to keep myself being productive, but useful productive, not just productive for the sake of it. I'm continuing to do things that are going to help the business grow in the long term. So it's that busy in the micro, patient in the long term. And I think that balance has to be had at all times, because you've got to be doing things every day that are everyday work. So whether it's client-based work, if you're in retail, the general selling of products, but at the same time thinking about things in a 10-year outlook and what could you do today to improve processes, to improve procedures that's going to improve your business day on, that's going to have that snowball effect of an improvement here makes a larger improvement over here. There's definitely days where I still do get frustrated. So there's definitely days where I feel like, business isn't growing where I want it to go, or something hasn't worked out, or dealing with a client didn't go the way I wanted to do, or I thought I was going to win a new client, it didn't happen. You are going to have challenges every day in your business, but it's how you react to that, how you go, okay, I'm going to turn this challenge into a positive and improve myself, improve the business next time I come up with that same situation. I think that is what really goes into making a really successful small business. What's next? I have a lot of different things planned for the business, a lot of different things planned for the YouTube channel. Some of them do cross over. Some of them are completely separate. There's a few personal projects that I want to pursue that are business minded, but maybe don't necessarily link into either. That's what's exciting about being a business owner, is you can pivot and try all these different things, and that's what's really got me excited about the future. My main focus is continuing to provide value to my existing clients, to my existing viewership here on YouTube, and to new people that just discovered me for the first time. I want to keep giving value, keep covering topics on this channel that you want to see. So make sure you keep leaving comments down below on what you want me to cover next. And also make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, check out some of the other content on my channel, and I'll talk to you again soon.